I got your things in my room. I didn't want Leah to walk in while I change you. Deborah blushed. She never imagined having to wear diapers again. She wrapped herself in the towel and followed her mother. Lay down on the bed. Deborah complied. She closed her eyes and hoped for the diaper to be on so she could get dressed and get out of there. She waited but nothing happened. You need to watch me so you can do this yourself. You don't want me to have to come to your school to change you, do you? Besides, you're big enough to do this yourself. Deborah blushed. There would be no way to keep the diapers a secret if that were to happen. She watched as her mother powdered her and taped her diaper shut. She handed her her pajamas. Deborah pulled them on. Being in front of this strange woman, Alison's mother, frightened her. If she knew who Deborah really was, the woman would kill her. She felt so vulnerable. The diaper felt thick and snug. It was thicker than the always pads she wore during her periods. She hoped it could be hidden under her clothes. As she walked out of the room toward her own, she heard a crinkling sound. She would have to wear tight panties over the diaper or something if she wore it to school. She wondered what Leah would when she noticed. She opened the door. Leah had put on her own pajamas and was sitting on Alison's full bed. Alison, said Leah, I was just thinking, what happens if you wet the bed tonight? Won't you get me wet? She wrinkled her nose when she said, me, so Deborah knew the idea disgusted her. Let's just get started on Spanish, Deborah said. I'm serious, Alison. She would have to either send her home or tell her about her diapers. They were diapers even though her mother was careful to just call them depends instead of using the word diaper. I won't get you wet, she said. She pulled down the waistband of her pajamas enough to show the diaper. My mom bought them for me today for the bedwetting, but after what happened after the movie, I am going to wear them just to be safe. Oh my God, Alison, said Leah. How long is your mother making you wear them? I'm going to the doctor's, probably on Tuesday, to find out what is wrong with me. Until then I am wearing them. Well, at least it's less noticeable than wet pants. I hope so, although I don't plan on peeing in it. She paused a few seconds. On purpose anyway. Now let's get started on Spanish. It was all Deborah could do to get Leah to focus on Spanish. She kept stopping to ask what it felt like to use a diaper, but Deborah didn't know because she hadn't worn the diaper long enough to wet it. They went through the conversation until Deborah was sure she could get through it by memory. Every so often, Leah would stop and ask, is it wet, or an equally embarrassing question. So the conversation, Deborah said when they got through it enough times. How was it? You did great, said Leah. Don't worry about it. I could have done without you being silly and mispronouncing stuff at the beginning. When you stopped joking around you were good. So Monday then, said Deborah. Yes, Monday, Leah said. So Alison, are you really going to wear those diapers to class Monday? I don't see that I have much of a choice. I don't want to be embarrassed in front of all our friends. Deborah didn't want to think about what would happen if the other students discovered that she was diapered. She supposed she would cross that bridge when she came to it. School only had another month anyway. She guessed she could stand the embarrassment for a month. She looked at the clock and yawned. I didn't know it was so late. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock. Leah yawned and stretched. I'm ready to go to bed.